Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino, sponsored by Spudz-n-Stuff, broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studios. Spudz-n-Stuff located on the corner of Fakey and Washington Avenue here in Evansville. Give them a call at 812-402-7783. Tell them Nino sent you if you want to get your grub on. And as usual, got my man D Hicks on the right-hand side. What's good, D?
Hey, what's happening, morning, ball?
Man, chilling. Got a great show lined up for you today. You know what I mean? We got our entrepreneur of the week, your brother Eddie Hickerson.
Eddie Hickerson,
from
yes.
Hickerson Veggies. You know what I mean? He's growing all the good stuff. He's got the greens. He's got the cabbages and the watermelons. He's got the pumpkins coming up for the fall season. He's going to have a honey coming.
Coming up.
Flowers for Valentine's Day, all of that good stuff. So Eddie Hickerson is our entrepreneur of the week this week of Hickerson Veggies and Little Love Flower Company. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur and you would like to get your business heard or your music heard here on Live 99 or Urban Revolution Radio, all you have to do is submit a clean MP3 version of your music or a brief description of your business to our email at ninoincognito@gmail.com. We'll show it some love. If it's on point, you could be our next independent artist or entrepreneur of the week, just like Eddie Hickerson of Hickerson Veggies. Got a great show lined up for you. Got a lot of people coming under flack on social media, man, about these homophobic comments. You got Boosie Badass.
Boosie's in on it now, bro.
Man, Boosie, he let Lil Nas X have it, man.
Oh, he must have seen the video too.
Man, he saw the video. And he went off. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Plus, we got T.I. tried to come to the baby's defense about his comments that he made.
Oh, doing that concert, those homophobic comments
at the festival and all of that good stuff. And he got slammed on Instagram and on social media by Amber Rose. We'll tell you how that went down. Plus, the Elton John then chimed in about the comments that the baby did had. You know, I mean, I guess if you you the baby fan, you're probably not listening to Elton John, but you never know.
I never know what's going on. You never know.
Right. Elton John obviously didn't heard about the baby.
The baby.
You know what I mean? So he didn't got his
about it, right.
He put his comments in and everything about what the comments that the baby made at the festival. He had to put his 2 cents in. Plus, Jay-Z and Will Smith giving back to the poor community, to the I don't like using that word, the lower income community.
Okay.
You know what I mean? By trying to help people obtain mortgages.
Okay, cool.
Easier. Jay-Z, Will Smith, they backed a rent-to-own firm for $165 million. Wow. And I tell you how they're going to put it to use to try to help people. LeVar Burton, he made his Jeopardy debut. I thought he was coming up next week. It was actually this week that he made his Jeopardy debut. And man, it wasn't as memorable the way he thought it was going to be. Right. He didn't do anything wrong, but we'll tell you what went wrong. You know why it's memorable in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
So my man LeVar Burton hosting Jeopardy. Plus, since Kanye West had moved into
the Mercedes-Benz
Stadium, they didn't change the name of the Twitter account for the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I tell you what it is. Plus, get a look at Kanye's abandoned $14 million Wyoming ranch.
Wow.
That he done left since that breakup with Kim and all that stuff. He got another one. So we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Plus, the Evansville City Council has approved a speed bump amendment.
Yeah, we got plenty of speed bumps down the street now. All the potholes there.
I know, right? So with the massive potholes, we're going to get speed bumps. What goes down
must come up.
So we're going to be getting some speed bumps. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Got a great show lined up for you today. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks, broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studios. Give them a call at 812-402-7783 or online at spudz-n-stuff.com. That's Spudz with a Z, spudz-n-stuff.com. And tell them Nino sent you. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let me know what you want to hear at 812-402-7783 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And as usual, got my man D Hicks on the building. What's good, D?
It was happening, boss.
Man, chilling. Forecasting live from the spudz-n-stuff studios. Give them a call, 812-402-7783. And if you would like to be our next entrepreneur or independent artist of the week, just like my man Eddie Hickerson of Hickers and Veggies, all you have to do is let us know. Send us an email at ninoincognito@gmail.com with a clean MP3 version of your music and a brief description of your business venture that you got going on. And if it's on point, we'll show it as much love as humanly possible, and you could be our next independent artist or entrepreneur of the week. We got some hot news flying off the presses right now. I'm telling you, everybody getting this social media, man.
Boosie seen the video, Jeff.
Man, because you know Boosie, he don't hold his tongue for nobody. I mean, he's never had. We watched a lot of YouTube video. What's that YouTube video we watched with him? He's on the commentary with the dude. He be asking Boosie the questions just to see how crazy Boosie gonna answer.
Oh, Vlad TV.
Vlad TV. That's what it is. Vlad TV. But man, I'm telling you, Boosie, when you ask him a question, he's gonna definitely tell you the truth. And say, according to Complexes, that just a few days after the baby found himself in hot water for making homophobic comments, Boosie badass came to his defense. Boosie took to Instagram Wednesday to share his own controversial remarks toward the LGBTQ community, including his thoughts especially
about Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas, oh man, you say you saw that Lil Nas X
man.
I ain't seen the video yet. It's not my cup of tea.
No, it wasn't my cup of tea, but a couple friends by the house, females, and then we just decided, hey.
Like I said, once I saw him on Saturday, I like,
that was it, bro.
Was the gift. Old Town Road was the gift. That was then when the so-called country community found out that he was actually homosexual. Then they kind of shunned him straight out of that.
Right,
took
out of that genre, put off billboards, everything.
Who was that he did to
Billy Ray Cyrus?
They tried to give Billy Ray the credit with Lil Nas X. So they do a lot of the country stations were labeling the song Old Town Road by Billy Ray Cyrus featuring Lil Nas X.
Sort of get more radio play.
They said, man, they tried to steal it from him, till they found out, he was gay and everything, and so they tried to distance themselves and all that good stuff. So, now Lil Nas X tried to make his own little comeback, with the devil shoes. He's getting in hot water. You can't get good publicity. Get you some bad publicity because it's all publicity.
Right.
Just get people saying your name. That's exactly what he did. He did it with the blood shoes. Right. He did it with the twerking on the devil video. Right. And the performance on Saturday Night Live, showing up in that the curtain looking dress.
Yeah, man, that did it too.
At the BET Awards, you know what I mean? Like I say, gay or not, it was an ugly dress. I wouldn't even want to see a woman in wearing that dress, you know what I mean, that he was wearing, let alone. But that, like I say, that's just me. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm not a Lil Nas X, fan like that. I don't listen to that kind of music. I'm not part of the LG.
I can't think of one other song than Old Town Road. And the new song "Industry Baby." That's because Kanye produced that, though, right?
The name. What was
Kanye produced that, correct?
I'm trying to think of a Lil Nas. Let's look up the Lil Nas X songs. I say Old Town Road.
That's about the only song that I know.
Yeah, his discography so far. He had the Old Town Road, Montero. That was one of Panini. We used to play that on when I was working at the other radio stations for a while. That was one of his little hot ones. You know what I mean? Okay. I was like, he can't sing per se, but he's the representative now of the trans, LGBTQ, whatever. You know what I mean? He's making as much noise as he possibly can right now, which is exactly what you're supposed to do when you have that publicity, trying to make trying to make him some money. But Boosie, when you ask Boosie how he feel about something, you know what I mean? Boosie will let you know. And he got on IG and got excused. I'm trying to clean this up as much as I possibly can. Right. Boosie got on and said, everybody not with their nephew sucking dick. Everybody not with that shit. You can't just pull that on everybody and expect it to be cool. Right. Lil Nas X said he wanted to perform naked on stage for charity. Say you don't mess with him. He didn't say mess with him. I'm trying to edit this out. Right. You know what I mean? But you can imagine how you don't F with him like you F with the baby. You don't be even sided. Don't you feel that disrespect? going to dance naked, you don't think that's disrespect in front of boys who are trying to be straight. It's totally disrespect.
Right.
Now, the only thing I would say to that is anybody going to see Lil Nas X is not a straight man.
Not a straight man at all. No, not straight. So,
and this is where I kind of, where people get this homophobic term gets thrown around, because it's this tendency to think that just because there are homosexual LGBTQ singers out there that they're going to turn your children gay, they're somehow going to infiltrate and all that good stuff. But you can't hear their songs if you're not playing them. If you're not listening to them. Lil Nas X ain't just riding down the street karaoke with a speaker, pulling up in front of people's houses singing. You know what I mean? You've got to turn on the radio and hear that song. You got to go to the video. Like. You got to go. Nobody who goes to a Lil Nas X concert is under any of the impression of where Lil Nas X stands in his sexuality.
Oh, yeah. It's out and open.
You know what I mean? So saying Boosie is entitled to his opinion.
Of his opinion.
Disrespect. I think that's taking it a little bit too far, because you don't have to see it.
But it is kind of, I see where Boosie's coming from in the way. It is disrespectful because like they're force feeding people to.
Force feeding who?
When they put on Saturday Night Live, or
you
when
don't have to watch it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
you can turn the just like I did when he came on, when Lil Nas X came on.
Right, but in general, man,
and I turned the channel.
But in general, man, like
that's in general.
Even at the BET Awards, where a lot of rappers go to,
you don't have
to they're freaking there. Though Boosie have any choice? Though Boosie probably was there.
He does have a choice.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You always have a choice on what you ingest into your own visual.
So you disagree with Boosie was saying?
Huh?
You disagree with Boosie was saying?
I disagree to the point of where he's saying it's disrespectful to straight men.
It is disrespectful to straight men.
Because he's not performing for straight men.
You're right.
He's not pretending to be straight. He's not trying to convert nobody to be gay. He's never said, come to my side and none of that. He's never done it. He's never gotten to snuck his way into a concert and stole a mic from nobody like Kanye did Taylor Swift and was like, oh no, y'all about to let me do my thing and start stripping. Right. Anybody who messes with Lil Nas X knows exactly what they get. It's the same way he said about the baby. You can't have it both ways now, Boosie. Just like what he say, people who mess with the baby, you don't mess with the baby like that. People who mess with Lil Nas X ain't fans of the baby. I'm telling you, like, that's two different mechanisms at work. You know what I mean? That's like listening to Wu-Tang and Elton John.
Yeah.
That's a massive crossover right there. That take a real leap of faith, because you knew from the jump what Lil Nas X was about.
I'm surprised the collab that he had with that video, man. He had Jack Harlow.
But they knew it was about to get publicity. The baby did a remix of that what was the song, the Montero song? The baby has a remix with that. The Panini song, excuse me. The baby remix. You know what I mean? They know what's going down, so it's just kind of weird that the baby came out, people, that not the baby, but that Boosie came out.
I'm sorry,
calling Lil Nas X out like that when the baby did a song with Lil Nas X. Nobody's forcing them to watch this dude perform. If he wants to perform at a concert totally naked, he's not forcing any straight people to come to that concert.
I hear you, Jack.
Man, he can do what he want to do. You gonna do your thing, Lil Nas X. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan. I won't be going to the concert. I don't want to see you dance around naked. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. But that's what I can guarantee you. It might be a sold-out concert wherever he does that at.
Yeah, because they're ruling the world now.
No, they're not.
Oh yeah.
No, they're not. No,
yes,
they're not.
Yes.
You gotta think there's nothing new under the sun, dude.
I hear you.
We were just watching it the other day where they had.
It's just that it's more. It's just more open now, man.
We have more video of it. It's video everywhere of everything. Just like cop shootings and all this other stuff. And it's just being, Will Smith said it best. This is nothing new. It's just being filmed. That's right. These are the same concerts that, that they have a drag community here in Evansville.
Yes, of course.
A strong drag community.
Of course.
Here in Evansville.
Right.
But have you ever been to one of the shows?
No.
Exactly. Nobody's forcing you to go to.
Exactly.
It's been every year, but nobody is forcing it down your throat. You know what I mean? You don't find that disrespectful to you as a straight man.
I don't have to go. I don't have to go frequent there. But what I'm saying though, Boosie has a valid point because it seems like maybe to him it seems like they're force feeding the image to males.
To who?
To males. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
To kids. Kids see that stuff, bro, and they have to grow up. And like I said, parents had a choice to say, "Okay, cool, don't watch it, don't do that." But again, though, it's still being portrayed out there because, like Johnny Taylor said, it's out in the open. It's out in the open, bro. And I just think that if you're gonna do it, it's okay. But in the same sense, though, bro, don't do it to the point where you exploit yourself and other individuals, man. That's how I feel.
Oh, well, that's showbiz. Exploiting yourself, selling yourself out. They're showbiz whores. That's all it is.
Yeah,
of course.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
bro.
That's part of the deal.
Right, that's part of the deal.
Whatever you got, they gonna find a way to sell it. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
They're coming up on the controversy right now. Boosie, he let it fly on IG. Boy, he didn't bite his tongue at all. But on that point, I do. Like I said, I guess we own that different way. I don't find it disrespectful to my manhood as a straight man, whatever he's doing, because he's not doing it for me.
Right.
I'm not watching this show.
No, I don't find me one way or the other, though, but I can see where Boosie's coming from, though, from his perspective and from his, where he's coming from.
It's only disrespectful if you take it that way.
I guess what he's saying, though, with him being in the industry, too, he's starting to see a lot of...
It's been there.
There, but it's open, though. It's out and open now, Jack.
It's been there, but
no, it ain't been, man. Bro, it ain't nowhere near as out. It's really out and open now.
All right. Let's say it's being filmed a lot more. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's out there. Yeah, a lot.
You like
wearing dresses and stuff to events and repaired.
I understand that the pendulum is swinging, but like I said, it's not. Nobody's forcing anybody to watch anything or buy any album. It's not part of the Constitution where you're mandated to take part of your tax check and go buy a Lil Nas X album and that. You don't have to watch anything he does. So as I say, it doesn't have to be disrespectful to you if you don't take it that way.
Right.
If you this is just this guy expressing himself the way he expresses himself to the community that buys his albums. This is what he's doing. You don't like what he's doing? Don't buy the album. Don't go to the concert. Don't watch the video, and you will never be disrespected.
Oh yeah,
But I don't expect nothing else out of Boosie. You ask Boosie a question,
he's gonna tell you how he feels
straight up. So big up to Boosie. Everybody got their opinion. You're entitled to yours too, and everything. Do you think would you go to see Lil Nas X dance naked for charity? Let me know in the comments below. Give us a call 812-303-5018 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino, Live 99. Let me know what you want to hear, 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And as usual, got my man D Hicks in the building. What's good, D?
What's happening this morning, bro?
Man, chilling. Broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff Studios. Spudz-n-Stuff located on the corner of Washington and Bakey Roads here in Evansville. Home of the Hungry Man, the Holy Montana, and the Chicken Bacon Ranch Spuds. Give him a call.
He said,
hey, my line, that you going to do it when you eat it. It's going to be, I'm telling you, you're going to sit back, you're going to rub your belly. You look at the plate like, man.
You right, Jack. You right.
Give them a call, 812-402-7783, or hit them up online at spudz-n-stuff.com. That's Spuds with a Z, spudz-n-stuff.com. T.I. is coming under a little scrutiny coming to DaBaby's defense. A lot of people trying to come put their weight in their opinion on what DaBaby said at that festival.
Right.
T.I. came to it, he came to the defense with his 2 cents. He say he's been receiving backlash from his comments from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Say if you didn't show up today, with the comments that he said, what DaBaby was like, if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, or any of them sexually transmitted diseases that will make you die in about 2 to 3 weeks, then put your cell phone lighters up.
Oh, wow.
If you're not sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighters up. Referring to, homophobe, homosexual activity, that kind of stuff. So after getting a couple stones thrown at him for his comments, the baby was everything except apologetic when he addressed it on social media, doubling down, said, what I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to someone looking for a little 5 to 6, 7 clip that they get, from the, grabbing something on the cell phone. It just don't work like that, which I can understand what he's talking about. But
and it goes back to last story we had last segment. Boosie's comment been taken out of context. I don't think it really means that, you're brainwashing or you're, what's the word I'm looking for, man?
I don't know. What are you looking for?
The last segment we were talking how Boosie was just referring to
nobody's force feeding. Nobody's force feeding, but like I said, it has to go both ways. If you go, the baby has a point. If you went to his concert,
you to expect some BS.
You already know what the baby on. You already know where he stand on certain points. You already know what kind of music you about to listen to.
Right.
If the stuff that's gonna come out his mouth gonna be raunchy. It's gonna be out there. So, and it's not and you're not gonna catch the same crowd of people going to see Boosie, going to see the baby, that's going to see Lil Nas X.
Oh, he's sold out now, Jay.
Lil Nas X ain't opening for a show for the baby. That's not that concert. He won't be opening up for Megan Thee Stallion. That's not that genre. That's not that, that's a straight crowd.
Man, that industry baby straight hip hop, man.
Huh?
That damn industry baby straight hip hop, Jack. So miss you with that, Nino. Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Look.
Come on, man.
Just because you got a boom bap on the beat, don't make it hip hop. That's where I stand.
But it's only that genre though.
That's just the labeling that the regular. That's not what.
But it's got Jack Harlow in it.
That ain't it. That one. That's not the hip hop.
Kanye produced. So but I'm just saying, make it make sense.
That's just the industry, but it's not. You got
industry, baby. Remember,
right? But those are two different. Those are two different crowds. You got to think. It's a lot of people making music and beats for everybody, selling beats all around.
You're right,
somebody going to see Lil Nas X
came out as rap until they found out
to see the baby.
I don't think so, bro.
I would just about guarantee that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That crossover crowd is very small. Very small. I'm telling you, because think about the stuff that the baby talks about. And it's just the same way back in the day, Eminem back in the day. The more people that's listening to Lil Nas X ain't listening to Eminem. You know how many times?
Not now though, but those are two different. Those are two different generations too, though, kid.
No, they ain't right. Eminem generation, the more scrutiny and the more fire.
Oh yeah, for homophobic stuff, yeah. From the black oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's the same thing right now. Those misogynistic style rappers,
right?
That stand on their manhood, that stand on their masculinity. You know what I mean? They ain't got no qualms about using the F word. Saying faggot and things like that. They got no problem. That's how they grow up. That's how they raise. That's how they talk. That's the street. That's the culture. So it's gonna be in their music. So you're not gonna see people going to the Eminem concert when and then next week going to see Lil Nas X. I don't buy that. But that's what I'm saying. You have that choice of what you
want to listen to,
what you want to see, and what all of this saying that Lil Nas X is force feeding stuff on society and all this other stuff.
I think he's using that platform to do that. Yes,
it's no force feeding. He's using that platform to the best of his ability. It's up to you to tune in or not. It's up to you to guide them whether or not your kids is watching that show or what music. Like I told you, I told you the story about how my mama tore up that Prince tape when I got it.
Oh man, darling Nicky, huh?
I'm telling you, Curtis, I got 2 tapes for that birthday. This is where the parents and this is where it comes from. You know what I mean? I got 2 tapes on that birthday. I got Curtis Blow, 8 Million Stories, and I got Prince, Purple Rain. Prince, Purple Rain got destroyed. 8 Million Stories, Curtis Blow, no country to it. It was all, positivity rap. And I was good with that. No problem with it. But that's where the who's your child's role model? You know what I mean? Are you letting social media raise your kids?
Most kids are being raised by social media,
and that's the way the parents come in. That's the blame on parents. And don't blame it on the artist.
I'm gonna be 100% honest, man. I think 80% of parents that social media raise their child.
You know,
because every time you look up and turn around, a little baby got a cell phone.
Looking at, I'm telling you, they know more.
And they know more about a cell phone than I do. Face recognition, everything. You feel me?
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you that's just the way it is. It's lazy parenting. If you don't want your child growing up a certain way, it's up to you to do your best to lead by example and show them the way that you want them to go. When they get older, it's up to them to make that choice on whether or not they want to follow it or not. If you want to get out there and act a fool, once you turn 21 and start paying rent at your own door and do your own, man, more power to you. I got no problem with that. Because I gave you everything I could before you left my house. I raised you the best way. I led by example. Now, that's up to you to take what you know and develop into your own style. You know what I mean? True. Your style might not be my style. I might not agree with it. You know what I mean? But, you know, as long as you don't come to my door, I won't come to your door with disrespect. That's where the disrespect comes in if you're trying to come to somebody else's house and make them like something that they don't like.
What you doing?
You know?
And you're true.
You can do what you want to do when it comes to your own, you know, have your own opinion. But just like these artists out here, they getting online and making these, you know, statements on Instagram, Twitter. You know, once you make that opinion public now,
it becomes a part of your profile.
You're allowed to say what you want to say in your own thing. You're allowed to make your songs how you want to make your songs. And people who want to buy your songs, they know what to expect when they buy your songs. They know what to expect when they go to your concert. They know, you know what I mean? It's no surprise to it, you know? But when you get on there and try to infiltrate the social medias and get your opinion out there, you're going to get that backlash.
Yeah, true.
And that's where a lot of these artists start losing their sponsorship. They start losing their contract. They start because you put too much out there in the public. Like Kanye West, he's an idiot speaking in public. He's a genius when he's on the microphone.
Yeah, of course.
But he's saying the same thing, same opinion both ways. But it's just when he's saying it in speech form, we don't want to hear that. No, you sound like a total loon right now. You sound crazy right now. But then when he makes his songs, music, you know, New Slaves. Remember that?
Yeah.
About that. It seems like when he makes an opinion about the fashion industry, about the music industry, about how we just chasing up. You know, he makes great points in his music. He just has a bad way of doing it
in speech form.
You know, but when you listen to Kanye, when you buy his album, you know what to expect. There's no surprise to it. Same way when you buy a Lil Nas X album, there's no surprise to it. You're not gonna put on that tape and say, "Oh, did he just say he's gay? Did he just say he wears?" Oh, there's no surprise to it. That's why I say with Donald Trump followers, hey, all you Donald Trump followers, you knew what you was getting when you got that guy. He didn't surprise nobody.
Talk to him.
Nobody. Y'all knew what y'all was getting. He said it 1,000 times on tape. He said it in interviews. He said it in movies.
Grab about it.
You know what I mean? You get no surprise. So that's why I ain't got no problem with what Lil Nas X is doing.
I don't have any surprise either.
He's doing.
You know, I
think a lot of these artists should keep their opinion to themselves. On that social media. If you want to rap about it and risk your rap career rapping about somebody else's sexuality and all that other stuff and waste of time, that's on you. That's really a waste of time.
I don't think he's talking about his sexuality. He just said as far as that he believes that he's force feeding to the young generation. What I'm saying. There's
no force. That goes to the point where we're talking about if you letting your kids be raised by social media.
But it's happening though, boss.
That's your fault.
You're right.
He's not
so what I'm saying, bro,
he's putting it out there and you sucking it up.
You're right.
You letting your child just sit in front of YouTube or sit in front of it with no parental discretion and no parental lock.
I see it all the time, bro.
You know, my kids was 14 years old before I upgraded it to 13. Man, I had Netflix and YouTube. I had all of that locked down. I'm checking browser histories. Man, I'm on it. I was on it just as hard as my mama was on it with me. You know, flipping my mattress over, trying to look for porn mags and all that good stuff. You know, YouTube and all that stuff. You had to have the actual digital media. You wanted to do something, have something you wasn't supposed to have. But now it's easy as hell for them to get it now. So you got to be more and more diligent on it. The internet, the world is coming to these kids at 1,000 gigs a second.
Moving.
So if you ain't got them blocks, the same way we're talking about the coronavirus, the vaccine, if you about to get out there in the world and have the world be exposed to it, and you ain't got your force field up with that corona vaccine, yeah, you're going to get what you get. Put your force fields up. Put your blocks up. You don't want your kids exposed to Lil Nas X or to a certain whatever.
Right.
Man, put your blocks up.
Right.
Raise your kids. Don't let the internet raise your kids.
But
that's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
So we can talk about all this
debate about
like
all that. Right.
Doing and all this stuff with TV doing. You know what I mean? But what they say, Scarface ain't never made me pick up a gun. You understand?
Right.
It was the United States Marine Corps that put the first gun in my hand.
Right.
I never had the urge to go out and commit a bank robbery after watching Butch Cassidy and nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because my mama raised me better than that. Yeah. Boy, you gonna fear
consequences.
I'm telling you.
You ain't go to jail. You already knew consequences.
Thank God.
My mama had a stick at the crib, homie.
I'm telling you, we had
mama had a stick, dog. She had a switch. She had a stick.
We had trees growing in our back. Had to pick the switch. You ever pick the switch to get your ass
man, mama had a stick. You hear me? Mama had a stick, dog.
Oh, my mama got fresh switches, whatever was close by, hangers.
No switches.
You know what I mean? Man, that's the worst feeling having to go out to the yard.
I don't know what a switch felt like.
Woo. Yeah, it's a whip. It's like a whip effect. You know what I mean? I would rather get whipped with a belt than to get whipped with a switch. Because that switch is so small, that shit's going to cut your skin. And it don't take a belt. You got to swing, and then you can kind of grab it a little bit. It hits you. No, that switch, that woo. Oh, man, I'll take a belt over a switch any day. But we digress. Raise your kids. Don't let social media raise your kid. And if you don't agree with whatever Lil Nas X is doing and any of these other rappers doing, you might not like the baby. You might not like the way Megan Thee Stallion is doing. There's a lot of fathers and parents of little girls out there that don't like what's going on with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and all that stuff. That's very prevalent on the internet. But if you don't want them to watch it, don't let them watch it. And if you see your little girl start twerking, talking about hands on my knees, you better smack it right out of her. And you better nip that right in the bud. I'm telling you. So, Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99, broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff Studios. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let me know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And as usual, got my man D Hicks on the right-hand side.
What's happening this morning, Nino?
Man, chilling, man. Don't forget to hit up Spudz-n-Stuff sponsoring the show.
Went by there today, bro.
You know what I mean? Did you?
Yesterday, excuse me. Went by there yesterday, bro.
What you get?
Yeah, I looked for the Holy Montana. Had a coupon for $10.
Ooh,
they mailed me a coupon.
30% off.
Yeah, they mailed me a coupon, man.
Potato.
It's $50 potato for $10, Jack.
Man, look for it. It'll get you full. 812-402-7783, spudz-n-stuff.com. Tell them Nino sent you. And we got good news from Jay-Z and Will Smith.
Right.
They're making an investment in the community. Everybody always talking about, these rappers and stuff.
Not investing into the communities and things like that.
Not helping the loads and all that kind of stuff. Like I say, I do think we expect too much from celebrities, from the entertainers. But when they do good things like this, it's greatly appreciated. It's just like Will Smith and Jay-Z are hooking up with Landis Technologies, founded by Cyril Bertigo and Tom Petty, which caters to would-be homeowners who can't afford to buy off rip.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do, the company purchases a house and rents it to the client until they can qualify for a mortgage. They help them. They go through
they come with the down payment.
They help them with the credit score. Help them build up their credit, paying bills. Get you a credit history. They work you through financial independence, all that good stuff. Right. There's no need in giving somebody a mortgage that they can't afford and can't maintain.
No.
So you got to learn how to work. You got to go through that financing. They have a program here, Evansville Homes, I think it is, that they make you go through like finance budgeting class and all that good stuff. Tell you where you can fix your credit, how to get started, help you build your credit score up, and rent the home to you. and you have to be there for at least 2 years
before you can apply for a mortgage.
Right. To help build up this credit score and all that good stuff. So say the model was a new spin on a rent-to-own strategy that has been employed by other companies, including Home Partners of America, which Blackstone Group Incorporated recently acquired for $6 billion. And as a part of its services, Landis provides coaching for clients on how to manage their finances, how to improve their credit, and save the amount they need to get that down payment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right. So Jay-Z and Will Smith, they've combined a total of $165 million to help with help with down payments to buy these new houses, to help people with their financial their journey to new financial independence. It's a Landis sets rent equivalent to its carrying costs on the home. It also charges the fee on top of the value of the property at the time of its initial purchase. So they buy it out, put a couple bucks on top of it, and they get a mortgage in that amount and rent it to the people, and they build their credit on top of that. Which is, it's a great way to start. A lot of people, like I said, I think they really need to bring back home economics in high school. Home economics classes got a bad rap back in the late 70s, early 80s. It got that kind of misogynistic twist to it that is just for women, is just on how to bake cookies, just on how to do it. No, but that's what the term economics means. The economy of the home, everything on how to make that house run, from the finances to the stocking, how to maintain it, how to take what you got and save it for the wintertime, when money's getting a little tight, how to maintain your budget, for the house. And I think we don't have any kind of credit understanding. I know I didn't take any kind of financing classes until I actually got to college.
Okay, good deal.
They didn't even teach me that when I was in the Marine Corps.
No, I didn't talk
I didn't get any kind of finance. It was just, I sign this, your money's gonna go to your wife back home. We'll take care of your stuff here.
I kept my damn money.
No, man.
I didn't send nothing back home. I sent my money home before I did send money home to a woman.
Oh no, from boot camp on, they made me sign. Your wife get it all when you sign in. That check go to her first. They leave you a little bit left.
Man, I want all my money.
And the rest go to the fam. You know what I mean? That's how it was, man. So then I had child support filed over. So
I know the family. I know it, man.
Yeah,
I know that's right, Jack.
I ain't seeing nothing, but at least I had to pay for that either.
Right.
But that's what the economics, teaching people about economics should come. I made sure both my boys that, here at home, that were in college right now, took, micro economic classes, which is the basic equivalent of home economics. And that is micro, just small, small economic, home economics, that kind. So each one of them got their little associate degree in that. So just to try to learn how to, manage their money when they get old. They all have, savings accounts. They all have stock, investments. I started my 17-year-old one. He's going to take years old when he starts 18. That kind of. So we have to give them that foundation to start with. And I think this thing that Jay-Z and Will Smith is doing is giving a great foundation for a lot of people to start. Because a lot of people don't even know where to start when it comes to cleaning up credit. You don't even, sometimes you just don't know the questions to ask in order to get the answer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Things can be so overwhelming sometimes. They think, I got so many bills, I'll never be able to get out of debt. So they never even try. So these kind of programs are letting people see that, no, it's easier than you think.
Right, to get a home.
To get your home. You know what I mean? And it's better to own than to rent. Always better to own than it is to rent for the long term. So big ups to Jay-Z and big ups to Will Smith for doing this with Landis Properties, helping people get their first homes, be able to fix their credit. It's, like I say, home of Urban Revolution Radio. We're not only the home of the independent rapper, the independent singer, the independent artist, we're also the home of the independent entrepreneur. And we want to help people to establish some kind of financial independence in this road in the upcoming future. Because, the world is going to open back up eventually. I think we're about to go through another shutdown. But I'm going to give it about two good years. Toward the end of Biden's presidency, we might be open all the way back up and we can get, the Delta variant under control and all that good stuff. But at least this gives our people an opportunity, especially when they're giving all these stimulus checks out, the early child credit. This is a great opportunity, a great time for people to start fixing their credit up, to start saving for those down payments on those homes and everything, so they can make a down payment on their future to try to get a new home. So big up to Jay-Z and Will Smith. Do you have a home? Did you have to go through one of those credit fixing programs? You know what I mean, to help you get your credit up and then, be able to put a down payment on your home. I went through a VA, so I didn't take a down payment, but I did have to get my credit score up to at least 650.
650.
You know, to get that. So they helped me with that as well.
That's cool.
You know,
That's good
Veterans United.
Okay.
You know, helped me with that. So big up to all those kind of programs that are trying to help people gain some financial independence. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999. WJCB. And as usual, we're broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studios. Spudz-n-Stuff located at Washington and Bakey Roads here in Evansville. Give them a call, 812-402-7783 or online at spudz-n-stuff.com. That's Spudz with the Z. They are hiring for drivers and in-store. You make great money daily with tips and great money weekly with the paycheck. So give them a call if you're looking for a job to get back into the workforce, or if you just want something to add on to what you're already doing. Give them a call. They are looking for the help. Tell them Nino sent you. And as usual, we got my man D Hicks with me. What's good, D?
What's happening this morning, boy?
Man, chilling. You know, LeVar Burton made his Jeopardy debut.
Right, this week.
This week. I thought it was actually next week, but it was actually this week that he made his Jeopardy debut. And it was definitely memorable, but probably not for what people wanted it to be. Memorable for. The installment also saw a contestant break a new record for the lowest score in Jeopardy history.
Wow.
Absolute lowest. And Patrick Pierce, a product specialist from Fountain Valley, California, according to Entertainment Weekly, ended the night negative $7,400 on the night, which breaks the previous record of $6,800 held by Stephanie Hull in her March 15th appearance. March 2015 appearance, excuse me.
So you end up owning money.
Well, hopefully it don't work that way. Hopefully you got to cut a check to Jeopardy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it does, whatever they win is supposed to be going towards a charity. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so he's in the negative right now. So he has to get back to zero just to break even, so he won't be getting anything donated. Plus, with him being in the negative, he didn't make it to the final Jeopardy portion of it, so he wasn't eligible, to get that bonus money. And say, this Matt Amadoggio of New Haven, Connecticut, and Kathleen McHugh were the final Jeopardy contestants.
Okay, cool.
And with that Matt Amadoggio, he won and increased his 4-day winning streak to $122,400. Oh yeah, say. But though Burton felt much love, LeVar Burton felt much love for the guests during his hosting debut. Many fans were distracted by the moment, but on a brighter night, Pierce competed on Jeopardy, which isn't something that most people can say that they actually do, because it's hard to get on Jeopardy.
Oh yeah,
you got to go through the questionnaire itself, just the application, the initiation of it. Man, you got to be almost just a walking encyclopedia, baby.
You got to know everything.
You know what I mean? You can't have no earpieces on. There's no phones. There's no Googling, nothing. You know what I mean? You got to know them questions just right up. And it's crazy, unless you've really been watching Jeopardy and kind of know what kind of topics that they're known for asking.
Right.
It's very hard to
win. Right.
You just going to be flooding your brain with all kind of miscellaneous information, hoping that they ask you that question in some way. So, man, big up to these people. Jeopardy is a whole different kind of game show. I mean, it really tests your knowledge, your intelligence, and then you have to put it in the form of a question
right.
when you get your answer. So it's they also get formal episodes with LeVar Burton hosting as guest host. Say he's been campaigning for the job since about 2013. Alex Trebek passed on earlier this year. He said more than anything, LeVar Burton said he's eager to put his skills up against those of anyone else in contention and let the chips fall where they may. So the important thing for me is that I have an opportunity to compete for the job, and that's all he ever really wants.
That's cool.
Big up to LeVar Burton doing his thing on Jeopardy. He's hosting. He looks real dignified up there.
Yes,
he's got the gray in his beard and everything. He's letting the gray out a little bit. With the picture up there, you go see how he got the little gray shining. Looks like a college professor. He really looks
nice.
Dignified on. I think that's a good fit for him. For real. I think he makes a good show, a good showing. as the host for Jeopardy. But we'll see what it turns out. They still got to do the selection. Hopefully LeVar Burton makes it at least into the finals.
Yeah.
if they having it that way, for the Jeopardy selection. But, as far as being the host, he did a great job. But as far as that contestant, he hit the lowest.
Yes, 7,400.
7,400 in the hole. Glad he didn't have to pay that back out of his pocket. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99, sponsored by Spuds-n-Stuff. Give them a call at spudz-n-stuff.com online or at 812-402-7783. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino. With your boy Nino on Live 99. Let me know what you want to hear. 812-402-7783 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB, broadcasting live from the Spuds-n-Stuff studios. Spuds-n-Stuff on Washington and Bakey. Give them a call at 812-402-7783 or online at spudz-n-stuff.com. Telling Nino sent you. And as usual, got my man D Hicks with me. What's good, D?
What's happening, bro?
Kanye didn't move into
the Mercedes-Benz
Stadium and everything, and it's they've accommodated him so hard that the stadium has officially changed its Twitter handle to the Donda Studio by Kanye West.
There it is.
Man, let me see if I can pull this up. Where's all the screens going a little blurry right now? Oh, technology, all these computers.
The Donda.
Kanye said according to CNN, said the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is embracing Kanye West residency. It said the official Twitter account for the stadium in Atlanta is currently named Donda Studio at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in recognition of Kanye West occupying the venue as he completes his 10th studio album named after his mom, Donda West. Say almost a week ago, he had his that listening party.
Right. Broke some records with Apple streaming.
You know what I mean? Which is crazy. People actually paid to come in and just watch him listen to his own stuff.
So again, if you don't like
they just
you ain't got to go. That's what you say.
They just wanted to be the first ones to hear. They had to be the first ones to hear it. I guess you got some super Kanye West fans
that are out there. Bro.
I'm telling you, and that's just what it is. So you got to accommodate your fans, and Kanye is really great at accommodating fans. He puts on a show. I give him that. With all this Kanye gear, he had his Yeezy gear on with the red puffy jacket, and I think he's still wearing it.
Yeah,
it's like day 4 or something like that. He's still wearing the same. I'm just walking around the stadium.
Yeah,
the headphones on. Bobbing his head.
Yeah,
like he really just lives there. They say he's also shared images and video from inside the building on his verified Instagram account, which includes images of what appears to be a bed in a locker room and footage of spectators attending the Atlanta United soccer match at the venue where he just walked out.
Just to walk out with stocking cap on his face.
You know what I mean? So I guess he gets to attend any event that's going in there for free as part of his rent.
Yeah, I'm sure paying a hefty penny.
They didn't change the Twitter handle for the stadium to accommodate. So they riding the wave for this Donda album as well. But in the adverse, his $14 million ranch that he has out there in Wyoming is basically abandoned.
So does he got horses and everything on there too, I guess?
It does. Look, he has a barn out there. You can see the barn, I guess, but I don't think they don't show any animals or anything going on out there. I mean, it's totally abandoned. Say he left the sprawling $14.5 million property that he calls home behind and is now reportedly living in the arena where he threw the listening party last week. And say the Kim Kardashian's soon-to-be ex-husband hid out in his not-so-subtle 6,000-acre ranch as his marriage to Kim Kardashian came crumbling around, and he just couldn't take it no more, I guess, just looking at the empty crib by himself and moving to an empty stadium. Right. I don't get it. It says it's called his Gray Bull property, a.k.a. Bighorn Mountain Ranch, and it's his second property in Wyoming, which is about 50 miles away from his first ranch that he bought in Cody, Wyoming, which is worth about $7 million. So he's got two properties.
Two ranches, about $21 million.
Just totally abandoned right now.
When you got that money, you can do that.
Man, I'm telling you, he got it. He got it. These ranches are not. Woo! Look at that. That's some
pretty woodwork too,
man. Bro. And how many acres did he say he had? 4,000 acres.
14 million.
Man, for the it's 6,000 acres for the 14 million one. And what's the $7 million one? It didn't say what the acreage in, but I was imagining it's probably a lot less than the 6,000. That was the price of it right there. It said it was he bought the Cody, Wyoming ranch in 2009 for $7.7 million.
It probably just had the difference.
So that's probably 3,000, 4,000 acres. You know what I mean? Things like
that's still a lot of acres, though.
A lot of empty land. Just a lot of land just sitting there not doing nothing. While he's over in the stadium living the dream. Living the new Donda Mercedes-Benz Stadium that they renamed. Exactly. So we'll keep you informed. I mean, we'll see when the album is supposed to be released. What does it say? August the 6th. That it was supposed to come out. So we'll see. He's still on schedule for that. And say the album has been expected to drop following the listening party, but as of Wednesday, still hasn't been released. And no songs, no leaks, no anything like that. So hopefully, I don't think they confiscated anybody's cell phone. They didn't say if they confiscated anybody's cell phones or anything like that during the listening party. But trying to record it by the echo in the stadium, I don't think nobody got too good of a footage. You probably recorded a little bit of it, just filming him being on stage and all that good stuff. But I don't think he had to worry too much about his stuff getting bootlegged and played out in the stadium. So we'll see what it turns out to. Donda expected to be released August the 6th. It's still in the post-production stage right now in the Mercedes-Benz Studio Stadium. The Donda Mercedes-Benz Studio Stadium by Kanye West in Atlanta. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let me know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And as usual, got my man D Hicks with me. What's good, D?
What's happening, boss?
Man, chilling, man. Here in local news, we got the Evansville City Council is moving forward with a change to an ordinance that may impact city streets. Evansville is not really very well known for its
vehicle friendly.
I mean, it's not pedestrian friendly at all. They just now decided to start putting some sidewalks in these places where because it's really there are no sidewalks. Like half the city has no pedestrian sidewalks. And the ones that are like just really kind of slanted so much they're just really meant for the water runoff, not really for people to walk. Because I know that Covert Avenue down my house, man, that sidewalk was leaning almost at a 30-degree angle when you try to walk down. You know what I mean? You're walking like almost like the hunchback trying to walk on that sidewalk. It's crazy. So they doing all that, tearing it up right now, leveling out a little bit. I know it was slanted for the drains, but they got to level it out for people to walk on. Plus, it's like half of it was like it's sidewalk, then there was no sidewalk, then it was sidewalk, there was no sidewalk. Then you had all these potholes in there and everything. So they're trying to improve the streets somewhat here, but adding speed bumps
makes no sense at all when they had to pave all the roads.
I don't get this. It said at the last city council meeting, the council discussed adding speed bumps to qualifying streets that would be deemed a safety threat because of high traffic or excessive
Covert Avenue's on there, right?
I hope not.
I bet.
Please don't put no.
Oh yeah, bump. I bet you, Jack.
Well, where would you put a speed bump in the middle of Covert Avenue?
That's what I'm saying. Makes no sense to put speed bumps in the road.
It's already ill designed. You got to think of how Covert Avenue. Man,
it leans.
And like when you get to like Covert and Weinbach, and it's like you got to have the street turns this way. You got 3 streets and 2 streets turning into one street coming this way.
Probably at the stoplights.
And then at Bakey had shit.
But then if they put speed bumps there, if you got the light.
No, I don't see them put no speed bumps on a busy street like Covert Avenue. Not there. I hope not. It's a streets that would be discussed would have to meet certain criteria, but ultimately the decision would fall to the city engineer. They just want to. The council was unanimous in passing the city ordinance amendment. So they just got to pick out which streets they actually want to put the speed bumps on. So I'm trying to think. Just here on the south side of Evansville, what street would even deserve to have a speed bump in it, because most of them already, like when you go to like
traffic areas,
Walmart over there, they got speed bumps. They got speed bumps over there already.
Taylor Avenue's a high traffic. That's where the Walmart is. So
okay, that back road down there. But that's not really that's
school.
That's not really a high traffic area right there.
Exactly.
Because like when you get behind Walmart,
I don't understand why they're just trying to waste money, Jack.
So we'll see what the list turns out to be. But I don't think they really need to be worrying about speed bumps right now. They need to be talking about potholes. Yes. That's what I think it really should be. And stop using this shoddy material. Man, I hate the material that they fill the potholes with.
Yeah, it's just
that little black gravel, loose, the tarish black gravel. As soon as cars start driving on it, they start picking it up anyway. Tearing it up. So they really don't last long. It's like just trying to put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. Right. And I just really think they need to find a new way to design these streets. I remember it was an idea back in the day that was supposed to be coming up with they were called like interlockable digital streets. Where like they were making like these little they would be like little modules. Mm-hmm. Instead of concrete slabs, it was like high density plastic, that was drivable, and people it would light up underneath the street with like the traffic signals and all that good stuff. Rain running off, had the holes through it, so the rain running off would go through it. But instead of potholes, there would be no potholes in it. The modules could just be picked up and replaced. If like a light went out or something like that, or it got cracked, you could just pick up that module like a little Lego piece and put another module in there. Right. Which I think is absolutely ingenious. Okay. But they still using these old methods of filling potholes, putting new technology over old dirt. Right. They're using new materials over old material that's not really mixing well together. And I think it really creates bigger potholes. Yeah. It's a couple sinkholes here in Evansville too that have popped up. The people that Yeah, when it was on Green River Road, I think it was one, and was it on Washington Avenue? I mean, they were so deep of potholes. I called them sinkholes. Okay. But they were just super deep. They're wide open. Axle breaking. Wow. Potholes like that, which I really think they need to work on. The materials that they use in these streets and just the design of them right now is really ill-equipped. It seemed like they just thought about it on the fly. Like, oh, this street looks like it might get busy. Let's try to turn that. Yeah. But it's still connected to an old street. It's still got the old, material. And then that's down. So I really think that they need to look at the whole map of Evansville. Just redesign this whole thing with better materials, all of that good stuff, and let it last long. Because these potholes and stuff, they're tearing up. They're tearing up. Tearing them up. We don't need to worry about no speed bumps. For real. And instead of speed bumps, I would just put stop signs, caution signs. I think speed bumps do too much damage to cars, even it going over slow. People are still going to run the caution sign. No, you're not going. It's more dangerous. That's what I'm saying. I understand the speed bump does slow you down, but slows you down. The speed bump slows you down in the same way that if you just stop at a stop sign, it's going to slow you down. Just put a stop sign there. When they like Van Park Apartments, we go through Van Park Apartments. It's 1,000 speed bumps going through there, and people, you can't go over 3 miles an hour. No, in that, because if you hit that speed bump, even at 5 miles an hour, you're gonna feel it. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what the map is going to look like, where they're planning on putting these speed bumps. So we'll see what it do. I hope they get it together, but I don't really think speed bumps are a good idea, here in Evansville. I think, when you're talking about trying to slow down traffic, just put up a traffic signal, put a stop sign up, stop trying to ruin people's cars with speed bumps and things like that. In residences, like if you go like I say in Van Park Apartments or Lincoln Estates and things like that, where kids are out there playing in playgrounds and things like that, I think that really works. Right, you can have speed bumps in those kind of areas, But when you're talking about on major roads, major streets, things like that, I really don't think that works at all. It does more damage to the cars than it does, provide safety, for the neighborhood. Right. But what do you think? Do you live on the street? Did you think would benefit from having a speed bump? Or do you think speed bumps are really just a waste of time? Let us know, 812-303-5018 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Yo, and that will do it for another edition of Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. Hope you had just as much fun as I did.
Man, been a blast, Jack.
Glad to hear. Don't forget to check back in with us tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel, from 8 until 10 Central Standard Time for the Urban Revolution Radio morning show on Live 99. You can always log on and listen live every weekday morning. We'll have a whole bunch of fun and a lot more to talk about. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur and you would like to get your music heard or your business some exposure during the Urban Revolution Radio show on Live 99, you can hit us up on our email at ninoincognito@gmail.com with an MP3 clean version of your music and a brief description of your business. And if it's on point, we'll show it some love and you could be our next independent artist or entrepreneur of the week, just like Eddie Hickerson of Hickerson Veggies. That'll do it for me. You got anything else you need to add?
No, sir. Already.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. See you tomorrow. It's been a blast. Peace.